Hi everyone, it's Cindy from Shenandoah Papercraft, and today I am starting a new monthly prompt for December, days 1 through 31st. Each day is a prompt. This was created by my friend Nancy Piter, and she came up with a list of prompts. And please go to her channel and watch her because she's the one that created this. And she also made several of these beautiful books, and I bought one because I was anticipating doing her challenge. So here's the prompts. Here's her book. I think she has a couple left in her Etsy shop. You can check with her. I'm going to be doing a grouping of prompts. Today I'm going to show you numbers 1 through 8. Snowman, tree, candy cane, something red, winter, Advent, holiday movie, and snowflake. So that will be my first 8 that I'll be showing you today. And please join in with Nancy. She makes some beautiful books, and we're just having a good old time with these things. So let me show you what I've got. So I chose the reindeer because I just love deer. And prompt number 1. Prompt number 1 is Snowman. I got a download of the music from Frosty the Snowman, and I just tore it up and used it as my base for this plaid snowman page. The snowman himself is from the front of an old greeting card. I just fussy cut him out. I put a piece of flannel plaid in the back. Here's a plaid Merry Christmas tag down here, and a little snowman here. So that is my number 1 snowman. Number 2, tree. Let me find my number 2. Here it is. Here's number 2. This tree, Nancy did include this die cut in the book. However, I went ahead and I put all these jewels on here, and I also did glitter on the star. And these gems came from this roll of little colored rhinestones. This is from the Dollar Tree, and you can just cut them apart, and I used them on here for decorations. The little girl is from Pixie Dust Files, and I got one of her kits, and she makes the cutest little dolls for every holiday. And I bought her Christmas dolls, and I'm fussy cutting them out, and I put one right here in front of the tree. Here's the present. I put on this is actually the flocked snow that you put under your Christmas tree. I just cut a piece of that off and put the present on there. On this side, she's still decorating her tree. It's a shiny bright box, and then you can remove the box full of ornaments and put them back in there. So that is number 2, tree. Number 3 is candy cane. And I made it on the little short page, this cute little candy cane paper. And the first thing in here is a candy cane for Nancy, to Nancy from Cindy. And then I made this candy cane out of striped paper, and I put some silver ribbon alternating down here with the red stripes, and then around the edges I put some glitter glue. So that is my number 3 candy cane. Number 4, something red. Get rid of that. 4 is something red. So for something red, I made a pocket with some red scrapbook paper with Christmas sentiments on it, and put a red ornament on, and some vintage trim here. And this is a vintage red photo holder from the early 60s, and inside is a photo of my cousins. This is Steve and Debbie from the early 1960s. in front of their Christmas fireplace. Little cardboard fireplaces. Did any of you have those? And it's a little tree on top. So that is my something red. 5 is winter. So for number 5, Nancy had included these 2 beautiful round winter scenes, so I had to use them. They're just gorgeous. I put glitter all around them, and I backed it in, I don't know if you can see that, it's blue netting with snowflakes on it. You can see that or not. All shiny and tinsely. All shiny and glittery. And in this pocket, here's a tag, Let It Snow. And up here, we have 3 children dressed in their winter warm coats. And on this side, I put another Tim Holtz doll. He's ready to go skating, it looks like. These papers, I believe, are from Amy at Crafty Cat. She has a beautiful black and white Christmas kit. And if you're interested in that, you can find her on Etsy as well. So that is number 5, winter. Number 6 is Advent. Now, I went a little off the line on this one. Advent calendars where you open the numbered doors and there's a piece of chocolate inside. Well, I was trying to think of how to make an Advent calendar, and I didn't want to get into too much detail on it. I have a lot of pages to go, and I remembered I had this old bingo set that had this shaker box full of numbers, and I'm like, what am I going to do with these things? I don't know. So I figured when you were a kid, you had these Advent calendars, and on the day of the month, you would open the door and there'd be a prize inside. So what I did was I took 2 background papers and I cut strips and I wove them. So these are woven. And then, since our Advent prompt is on the 6th, I opened 6 doors. So you take the number away and you open the door and there's a charm inside. So I've got a Christmas tree and a bell, an angel, a sled, a mouse, and a star. So that is my Advent calendar. Number 7 is holiday movie. One of the first movies I ever remember seeing as a child was actually a cartoon, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I love this thing, and the reason I love this movie is because one of the main characters has my name, Cindy Lou. Yes, my mother named me Cindy Lou. Cindy Lou Who was a nickname I grew up with hearing being called that every Christmas. So, of course, I had to put Cindy Lou Who in the Grinch's sleigh. This is when the Grinch had a change of heart and brought the presents down into the village. And number 2, you can't have fun Grinch Christmas without Grinch Punch. So that goes in there. And number 3, this is my daughter, Amy, in her Grinch onesie. Now, mind you, she's 40 years old, but she's still wearing the onesies, nice and cozy in her little Grinch onesie. So that is holiday movie. Number 8 is snowflake. There's this beautiful dark snowflake paper. I have a large snowflake, it's plastic. I got a stack of, I don't know, several of them in a box, and I put glitter all over it so it's nice and sparkly. And she's looking up and all the snowflakes are falling on her face. And then, of course, the song comes to mind, Snowflakes That Stay on My Nose and Eyelashes. So that is number 8, snowflake. So those are my first 8 prompts, and in another week I'll come back with the next set of 7 or 8 prompts. Nancy, thank you for starting this. I'm having a blast already. Thank you, everyone. Good night.